everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Patriots are top 10 in passing TDs, and they go up against the Dolphins defense that will need to be on its game.
Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The first carry for the tailback, Jeremy Langford. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us if they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield, they weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. It's caught, Stills, right side. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try to run for the first with Langford, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Langford again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead with their footwork and speed.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well, because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. gives this one to Lewis. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Jeremy Langford. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jeremy Langford with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On third down, Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. A good pickup there at 22. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball. And we just saw there that that's difficult to do. But just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on. But the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
The drive starts with a carry by Langford. Finding room inside the 40. And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already. And we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the left side, this is Stills. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. This is Langford on first and 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jeremy Langford, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Lewis. And an alley to run. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Lewis. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. And this one through the uprights and good. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down, Langford. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. And he'll be knocked down sideways. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
To throw on third down. Brady. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. So a little fortunate there, because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt, maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright, but he got it to go.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And out come the Dolphins now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
They keep it on the ground with Langford. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and long. It's Tannehill. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They run. This is Lewis. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They try again with Lewis. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And some room to maneuver. Excellent move by Langford. And he is knocked down from the side at the 38-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Fresh set of downs here. They tossed to Langford. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
pitch comes to Langford. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Now Brady. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. William Hayes in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack, as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. William Hayes in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The punt team on now, as from their end zone they get it away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Counter, Langford. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd down and 4. Here's Tannehill. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. On first down, Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Second and 10, Tannehill once more. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Brady going to throw. Open man left side is Gronkowski. But I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Gostkowski for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Too bad.
I don't know about that.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. To throw on second down is Tannehill. Stills, right side. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Toss play left. There goes Jeremy Langford. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken around the 12. Back now in Foxborough, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. They'll run here with Langford. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jeremy Langford, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. Here's Tannehill. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Off the toss, Lewis. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. It's caught left side by Cooks. A good pickup there at 22. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
This is Lewis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, it's Brady. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Ryan Glasgow able to drop him for a loss of 12. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Swayze Waters now as he's on to punt for New England. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Langford again, busy man this afternoon. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally. Tannehill. They go screenplay to Langford. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. Tannehill on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take. And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one. On second and 10, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw is Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The offense on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and goal. Brady to throw. One, but incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Back to throw. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. This is Jeremy Langford's 20th carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. Well, partner, there's something.